HDMI transmitters for IRL streaming. I mean, they might come in handy situationally, but like, I wouldn't use these for everyday like IRL streaming. These actually like make it more complicated and harder. But for some use case situations, like the one that I just did, it does make it easier. Like, it makes it possible. Not easier, it makes it possible. Whereas it wouldn't have been possible before. However, I would not use these like just normally streaming. If you're using it like the way I did, where you have your backpack stationary and then you walk around your backpack, then that's like ideal for this situation. But like holding the backpack and like having just wireless camera, it's like not really worth it, in my opinion. And people were complaining about the autofocus. So that camera, the Panasonic, I'm actually like kind of disappointed. So now
said, it would be nice to get some weight off my back for a bit.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed.
Nikita said, in the film production, HDMI transmitters are more for a director to monitoring the production.
Yeah, these are not used for like these are typically not used for broadcast. They're more for monitoring, of course. But what was I gonna say? The camera that I got, I'm kind of dissatisfied with how it is, because the autofocus is not very good. I mean, at least it exists, but I feel like the viewership experience is really scuffed. So I might consider trying to get a different camera, but the problem is that the stabilization on that camera is really good. So I'm not really sure how to get that to work well. So the trade-off between like the Panasonic cameras and other brands like the Sony or like the like an Olympus or something, or a Canon, is that the Panasonic and the Olympus have very good
Abelwithgus said, I've got a
stabilization.
Sony ZV-1 vlogging camera. It would be nice on the Livoo.
The ZV-1, the problem with the ZV-1 is that it has shitty, it doesn't have a wide angle. Like, I think it's like a 20 millimeter. I mean, I get that's relatively wide, but it's not like wide enough. So you have to put like a wide angle lens on it. I would prefer it to be like 16 or at least 16. Maybe a 12 millimeter would be pretty good, but that's my biggest complaint about the ZV-1. Or the ZV-1, as they said. Anyways, other than that, you know, I guess it's okay. I don't think it's better, like, for what it is, I don't think that is better than the AS300, the way that they are, if that makes sense. So, if you're gonna go for a camera like the ZV-1, you might as well go a little bit better and get a mirrorless camera, or like a interchangeable lens camera, as opposed to the ZV-1. I feel like that one is like not really worth what it is. But yeah, it's the range is not that big, the frame, because it doesn't really work that well for vlogging, even though that's like what it was made to do.
Said, I've already got it fucked up.
Damn. Yeah, see, I don't know if, because I did my research on it, and I wanted to get it too, because they are marketing it as like one of the best vlogging cameras, and it has like all the features for vlogging, like the audio quality, the microphone is really good, the stabilization is pretty good, the colors maybe not like that good, but, and it has the flip out screen. These are all like fantastic things, and it's very small. The only problem is that the angle of it is not wide enough. So if you're holding it this far, like, you have to fully extend your arm in order for you to have kind of like the same range as this camera. Whereas this camera, you really don't need to worry about it. Like, I can have the AS300 like this close. I can fucking freestyle and do whatever I want, and I'll basically be in the frame. But that other camera is like, I think it's I want to say it's at least a 20 millimeter, 24 millimeter or something like that. So if you're this close, your face is like in full of the frame. Basically, you have to really extend that or have a
Nikita
selfie stick
said,
and really
but
get that shit
vloggers and
far.
streamers have different requirements.
Yeah.
They're not really interchangeable.
I disagree with that, because okay, I guess it depends on what type of vlogging it is, but because basically you need a wide angle to do vlogging, and the angle that you'll need for vlogging is very similar for streaming. So yeah, for like outdoor vlogging. So if you want like a vlogging camera, I think that what they really fucked up with, and you can watch many videos about like the
Avalithkus
ZV-1
said,
review.
stabilization isn't that great, especially if you put on the wide-angle lens.
Yeah, the wide-angle lens fucks the stabilization up a little bit. That's true. The wide-angle lens fucks up the stabilization. If you watch many reviews, like Potato Jet review or like some other reviews on YouTube of the ZV-1, they'll all say the same thing about how they think that the wide angle is not that good, or like for vlogging, and you need to put on like a wide angle adapter onto the camera lens, and what happens is that it makes the image less sharp because it's not optimized to have the lens adapter, and also it messes up the stabilization. So anyways, as I was saying before, this camera has pretty good stabilization, but it doesn't have good autofocus. If you go on the opposite end for a camera like Sony has really good autofocus, but
said,
no stabilization.
Waiting for the Sony ZV-2 Kappa.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for the ZV-2, and I'm hoping that they address the wide angle, even like a fake wide angle, like on a phone or something like that. Like, you know, make that shit wide. Make it wide, dude. So, yeah, I'm hoping that the ZV-2, they will make it more wide. And if they make it more wide and then they have better stabilization, like the BOSS stabilization that's on here, like Sony has stabilization technology. Why aren't they not implementing it into more cameras? It's only on like 3 or 4 cameras. The Boss built, what's the Boss? BOS stands for Balanced Optical Stabilization. BOS system. That's only on like the X3000, the AS300, the AX53, and like one other camera. I forgot what the other camera is, but they only have it on like 4 cameras. That's the best stabilization. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that like car show. I really don't know